Right. Right, I don't talk unless you stop talking. Now, as you know, I am your great auntie, and I'm here to give her a bit of advice. As you can see, I have been around. I think I wore pretty well, don't you think I got a few notes. Now I'm going to start off because I know Holly very well, but I don't know you very well, Pete, do you? So I'm going to give you a bit of advice, okay? I'm very good on sex, so...
Oh my God!
Do you know me? You don't know me? Well, what are you laughing so much about? Right, sorry, Pete, I'll get back to you. Well, I know that to keep your marriage alive, the sex has got to be good. And I hope that it won't be too boring for you. Because as I said, I have been around and I have had experience of this. I gotta laugh because I know what's coming next. Now, Pete, you see, I had a nasty experience when I first had sex. Because my first boyfriend was a bit boring and quiet. Now, I hear you're quiet, I don't know whether you're boring. You're going to be all right because you don't know what's going there. What's your name, anyhow? What's your name? David? I don't like that. I wish I'd have put a few more minutes on that thing that I've just done. I nearly lost my place. Anyhow, this boyfriend I had was very quiet and he was a bit boring. And while he was making love to me, I knitted a pullover. And it had long sleeves. Now I know that you come from very good stock because I know your dad. Remember this, but I'm going to remind you. Well, he was our postman, you see. And he came to our house quite early one morning. And I'd had a bit of a lie-in, and he knocked on our door because he had a parcel, you see. Well, you have to sign for a parcel, don't you? So I slipped on my negligee and went down. And he kept looking at me. And I said to you, you can sleep with me for £10. You said, I'm not really tired. Do you remember? You remember? Now, now then, let's get back to you, Holly. As you see, I've kept myself pretty well together, and I think you should do the same. So I brought with me something. Let me just hang on. Now I brought this diet that I think you should really have a go at. Now it's called the F-Plan diet. You don't know it, do you? Well, I've been talking to your dad and you don't think this is going to suit you, but still, we'll try it. Because what you've got to do, you've got to have beans for breakfast, and beans... Right. You stole me line. Anyhow, you've got to keep having all these beans, and I lost £9 in 2 days. I lost all my friends' mind, and I didn't know what the F stood for. Well, it's fibre, okay? Well, because... Sorry? Did you... Sorry, please don't do that. So what I did was, because I had a bit of trouble, I did go and see the doctor, and I said, can you give me something for the wind? And he gave me a kite. And so if you keep to that, you won't go far wrong, okay? So I will let you have one of those, is that okay? Now the next thing that's going to come along, I think, well, I don't know how good you are, but you might have a baby. Not tonight, I don't know. Is that all right? Yeah, that's all right. Well, because I think you'll be going to have a baby soon, I want to tell you a few things about that. Sorry? Sorry? Did you say you wanted one as well, did you? Yes? Not you, Pete, not you. Oh, that's a cousin. Oh, it's all right, is it? Well, you see, nowadays things are very different when you have a baby than they were in my day, because they give you this Duraglit injection in your back, don't they? Is it No, it's not Durag. What? I'm sorry, Epidural. Well, I remember when I had my baby, and I remember going in hospital, and I remember it from hospital, you had to walk down a long passage to the labour ward, and as you walked down, I saw this bed with these two long things with a hook hanging on them. So I took off my dressing gown, hung on one, and then I got back up onto the bed, and they said, I know what we're going to give you. We're going to give you an anemone. I thought, that's nice, because I like flowers.
I know. Well, I've already lost. Mine was 21. I was 27. I was 27.
It's all right, talk among yourselves a minute. So what they did was, this won't happen to you, because it... Sorry? Better not. Do you hear that? Yeah. So what you had to do was, you laid on the bed, and they put your legs in these things, as you probably know. Put your feet up like that, and then I saw a nurse come in with a funnel with a tube on the end of it. Well, I never saw the go in of the tube, but they kept filling this funnel up with liquid or whatever, and suddenly I felt an urge to go to the loo, so I hopped off the bed, and as I was going up the thing to the loo, there was a gentleman coming down, and he had a trolley, so I hurdled that, and I did a jump of 5 meters, and I got to the toilet, so that was okay. So that's all right with that. Now I'm going back to your dad now, because in my... I remember it so well, Nigel. When Nigel was a baby, and my children were a baby, your nan and your granddad, and we used to get about a bit. Well, I used to change Nigel's nappies. And he was a big boy. But then so with his sister, Wendy, she was a big baby as well. So I know that Holly comes from very good stock because of her dad. And also, of course, I go back a lot further because I know her granddad very well. And her granddad was my very first love. And I know as he looks at me now, he says, why in the hell didn't I marry her? He's a very nice man, but years ago he wasn't so good. I'll tell you a little story about it, because him and I went to school together, And when it was playtime, we used to go at the playground, but he used to take me down to the field at the bottom of the playground. And this particular day, he made a suggestion to me. So I went home and I told my mother. So next day when we went to school, I said to him, my mother said, if you go all the way with me, you'll go blind. He said, let's go halfway. I don't mind wearing glasses. Now, you probably will have noticed I wasn't invited here for any dinner day because you said this has cost you so much you couldn't afford it. I had to catch the bus, but he said, you've got a bus pass, so what are you worried about? That's what you said, didn't you? So now I haven't been invited to the evening do, so I won't see you anymore tonight because I wasn't... So I don't mind, well, I'm going to have to catch the bus, but if there's anybody here, what about you? If there's anybody here that would like to give me a lift home, I'd be very grateful. I rather like you, I think you might do very nicely. Only thing is that your own teeth? I wish you all the love in the world, and God bless you both, and I hope you have a wonderful night.
What can we say? But thank you, great Aunty Thelma.